how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim. Can you see my rear view? You see what I got? I just sat through that light like 3 times to get on 75. Northbound, on the road again, baby. Man, I'm kind of sweaty. I'm nice and cool now from my AC, but I check, double check, triple check, like getting ready to fly an airplane. You don't want anything to happen. We're getting ready to experience, you and me, for the first time in a year, how it tows at 65 miles an hour. I'm in tow haul, and I'm in regular transmission. I'm not in manual, or I'm holding it back to 8th or 9th. And I'm in Florida, so I don't need to worry about, hills and thinking it's going to hunt for gears. So we just got off of from State Road 70 in Bradenton, northbound. I'm heading to my daughter's. I'm heading to Georgia. I'm stopping by to see her. Tonight, I'm not going to get there. I'm definitely turtling my way. I'm doing 62 now. The Super Crasher, the Super Crusher are tandem together. I don't feel nothing. Of course, there's no wind, and I'm on all right, it just went to 9th, and it seems like it's kind of sluggish. I'm going to go to manual transmission, and we're going to go down, and I'm keeping the RPMs up over 2,000. I'm 65. Cruise control on. I'm 2,200 RPMs. It feels good, not roaring, but it was kind of sluggish there when it went to 9th. I'm in tow haul mode. I could try normal transmission mode and see what that does. I don't want to go to economy, I don't think. So I'm doing 65. I know it's back there. I do not have my stabilizer hitch thing. I got my weight distribution bars on, the little V bars, to keep it level. But the anti-sway bar, because I was making a tight turn coming out of the RV park, I was going to pull over in a rest area or whatever, and I'll put that on, and that keeps it from fishtailing. But currently, without wind and not a lot of semis going by, dead on 65 miles an hour. I don't care, hell or high water. I don't need to go any faster. And I don't even have my mirrors pulled out. I got to pull my trailer mirrors out. I can still see good, but I can get them out further. Let's do that. And I've got my Bluetooth. It came with my camper. This is telling me it's Bluetooth, and I can run it with a wire on it too to keep it charged. The charge stays forever. I haven't even used it in a year. Look, it's still got battery. I got 2 bars out of 4. It tells me the temperature of my tires, and the little dot, the little yellow dot bounces around from driver front, driver passenger, front passenger, etc. And you can see, and you can set an alarm. If the tire goes down like below a certain temperature, you get an alarm. So that way you know it's getting low and you can slow down before it just blows out on you. Now a blowout's a blowout, but I got 65. They should be more because I want 65 cold. And the tire pump that Timmy Appleseed gave me, none of these gas stations and stuff have enough oomph to blow these tires up to 65, 80 pounds. They blow up passenger cars 35, 40, maybe 50, and then they just don't have the giddy up. So I will find a tire store or an auto repair shop or a BJ's, a Costco that does tires. I did that to the truck the other day, and they're actually 5 pounds over all the way around. I don't care. Let them be hard. But tire pressure makes a big difference in how she's going to tow. And 5 pounds, okay, I'm showing 65 in the passenger rear, 67 in the driver rear, driver front. Passenger front is 65. That means at cold, they're like 60, and 61, but they're not in the 50s, so I'm not too worried about it. But I want more air in my trailer tires, so I'll get it. I'll air them up, and I don't feel bad about putting a little extra air in the tires of the rear because I got a lot of stuff in the back of the truck too. Not much room to spare. I could put little small things back there, but no more bigger things that sit on the truck floor, the bed, floor. The tonneau cover's back. I had rain yesterday trying to do this, and I left the tailgate down, and the tonneau cover wasn't taut, and so it filled up like leaving your awning out level, and the water filled up. There was no way I could lift it up. It was like lifting up a swimming pool, a rubber swimming pool. So all the water fell down in the bed of the truck. So I got in the truck and I drove it down the street real fast and let the water run out before I loaded it. Meanwhile, I got water on my e-scooter, but not anything I think that harmed it. But it's all dry back there now. I'm all packed. Oh! Breaking news on my first something that doesn't work, that was broken. And I really kind of, I didn't panic, but I was like, what am I going to do? You're not going anywhere with that down. That's right. I lifted up the hydraulic, they're not even hydraulic, these levelers, stabilizers. Let's get that correct. They are not to lift the camper up. They are just to go to the ground so that when you walk around the camper, you don't feel like you're walking around on a trampoline. And someone told me in comments, push them down till they amp out and it won't hurt them. Well, I didn't do that. But when I lifted up the rear off those little orange blocks I have, they came all the way up. And then when I went to the front, that's where I had a problem. The passenger side front stabilizer jack, they're electric, came up. The driver side of my RV stabilizer jack. So I go right on YouTube. I got these Lipperts, L-I-P-P-E-R-T, I think they are, stabilizer jacks. And that one over here wasn't moving. I got a screwdriver, I'm trying to pry, I got a hammer, I'm beating on it, tapping on it, nothing. I look at YouTube, one guy's got a loose wire, I'm jiggling the wire, nothing. And so finally I'm like, what do I do? Well, there's a manual way to lift those up in the event the solenoid doesn't work, as well as the awning, as well as the slides, I think. So I have these two bars. Looks like something you would put in your tire jack to change a tire. There was two of them. So I guess one is for the awning and maybe one's for these slides. So glad they worked. I did lube them, I'll spray some more on them. So what did I do? I looked at another YouTube video and I discovered that a 10mm socket, there's a little plug you can take out and do that and it'll lift them up. And actually that's the way to put them down too. To hell with that solenoid. However, and I have that Harbor Freight cordless drill. It's not an impact drill, it's a drill. You can adjust it. Thank God that thing paid for itself. And I stuck that 10mm, went right in this little hole with a little nut in there that the socket goes over. First I didn't have the drill tight enough and it just spun. I go, oh, it doesn't work. I go, wait a minute, my drill has that, where you can really wrench it down. I didn't want it, I had it on loose, I didn't want to strip anything. And then it like jerked out of my hand because I used my tongue jack to lift the front of the camper up. I was smart enough to do that, to get it off those orange pads so it wasn't like tweaked, and bent down on it. And up it came. But part of the way up, it was like a little bit hard for the drill to do, and then it zipped it up real quick. So I said, okay, let me run it up and down a couple of times and loosen it up, and maybe then the switch will work. So it has to be the solenoid, because I've deduced it to this. If one works, and not both of them are inoperative, it's not a fuse, it's that solenoid on that one. And guess what? I bought these jacks the other day that I returned because they have like a little vise thing on the top that you do to, I wanted something that I could really make the camper a little higher because they won't push it up enough. I still get a little springy. I'm never going to use them again. I'm not going to take a chance that the drill won't even work. They're done. I may not even put my awning out because of that situation I got. I probably will. But I got it up and I ran it down a little bit, and then I got it up, and there's a part there, either the bolt that it uses to gear to come down and up. It works like that. It doesn't come straight down. It's on a little thing. Maybe you know something. And one works, but one doesn't. And even when I ran it up and down, I sprayed some oil on it. I tapped. I've done everything without, banging it. And I got it up, and I just want to find myself, 4 bottle jacks, and use those orange pads and do that, because the things I bought at Walmart that were $60, there's 4 of them. The bolt that comes up, that pushes up, that lever you got to use, it's short, so it's kind of hard. You got to get down on the ground. That's hard, but it hits stuff. As you start doing it, when you get the thing up to the bottom of the camper, that thing you're twisting, it isn't down low where it's free. It's up in the bottom of the camper and it's hitting, and you can't use it. So I took those back. I need something that has that gun I can use, and you can replace those Lippert jacks. People replace those mechanical ones. Nothing wrong with them. That's what I had on the Wolf Pup. In fact, I prefer a freaking mechanical awning. That thing I got, it's slow. It's not slow for any reason. That's the speed it goes, but it goes way out and it's really long. And I don't have any problem with that thing. I already had a problem with my tongue jack. When I left Ted and Jolene's, he took it apart and fixed it. Saved me. I didn't have it covered. I put that 5-gallon bucket on, finally. It was full of water. Water gets in there, and so it wouldn't work. There were so many intricate parts on the inside of that thing, and he fixed it. And you know what? It worked fine today after a year. And they sent me a new one. I have it. It's in my storage in case I ever need it. It's not going to do me any good out here on the road, but there's also, that's right, one of those cranks, that's right, is for that. That's got to be hard. I don't know how you get the slides in. I don't know. That set me off, though, to worrying a little bit, because I haven't traveled yet, about, the jack not coming up. You got to be nuts if you think about put that thing down, even with the drill. And even the ones in the rear that worked, they seem fine. I don't want any issue. I will find 4 things that will definitely come down that I can get out from under my camper. Otherwise, I'll walk around on a trampoline. I don't care. It's just me in there. But it makes a difference when you put your jacks down to stabilize your RV. Temperature is 87 degrees. Time is 11:33. I need to reset my trip odometer, don't I? See how far I'm going. 7.9 miles per gallon. Oh boy. Not going to start complaining about it. Let me reset that now. It says I'm 238 miles till empty. And I've come 34 miles since I filled up. I'm going to go ahead and reset it for the trip. And I'm what? Maybe 20 miles from the house. All right, everything, all values reset. And I definitely, that's why I want that tire pressure showing 70, 67, 68, 68. And see, they get really hot when they're too low. So I will be airing those up. What else did I say I needed to do? Air up the tires. I got to find the wire too to keep this charged. I don't know if it's in here or not. Some kind of damn wire. Let me see. Is it a USB-C? It is. I can use my telephone charger. Hey, at least that new thing they give you is USB-C. Bingo! Charging. What else did I need to do? All that water I got doesn't seem to make the camper hard to tow. 9.6 because I just reset it. It is coming down. Let's get out of tow haul. Let's go to normal. There's normal. I'm in Florida. It's flat. I'm doing 65. And I've got it in 8th gear, not 10th. Let me see what happens when I shift to 9th. Oh yeah, no. I don't like the sound of that. Yeah, this is better. So, I can't use all 10 gears. Can't do it. This truck here won't go fast enough. I'm going to have to break my speed. I'm going to pass somebody. Here comes a Tundra. TRD Pro. So, at this moment, folks, I couldn't be happier in every way. I'm down the road again. You should see my RV spot. No one lives there. There's nothing left outside. A couple of CBS blocks. All neighbors are informed. Just spoke to them. One of my neighbors might be using my spot to park one of his vehicles. They all got my back. It's all good. It's nice knowing I don't have anything there, like another vehicle. It's hurricane season. You don't know they're talking about something that's out there that worth watching. They're saying 80% chance of development. I don't mean it's coming to Sarasota, but this is peak. September's peak season. This is normally when I take cruises. There's monsoons going on in the desert Southwest. There's some kind of a hurricane that's in Acapulco that's coming around, that's coming back around into and going up into Tucson and Phoenix. The moisture of it, after it peters out. Here's a rest area. What did I say I would do at the rest area? I pull my mirrors out. I just go ahead and do it, walk around things. I can't air up because I don't have a tire pump. I'll pee. I'll upload this video. And it says cars, buses, and RVs this side. I'm on the big rig side. I could use a drink. I boiled some eggs. I got snacks in the refrigerator. Might as well just look. Or just stop this thing. I got it on 5.5 gain. I'm putting the sway bar on. That's right. Thank you. What the hell is that? Tell you folks, you got to be tough. I remember when I towed with the Harley, or not towed, travel with it. I heard every damn gear inside that engine. This thing shifted down to first gear pretty hard there. Probably because it's in manual mode. All right, let me get back there and put my stabilizer bar on, which it's already towing fine. It's going to make it even better, hopefully. Go pee. Pull the mirrors out. All right? We'll see you on the next one, and it won't be long, because here we go, on the road again, crushing it.